Take a step back to 1889. Here's the grand home of lawyer Elliot Fitch Shepard and his wife, Margaret Vanderbilt Shepard, the daughter of railroad tycoon William H. Vanderbilt, at 2 West 52nd Street. Right next door, the jaw-dropping mansion of Shepard's brother-in-law, William K. Vanderbilt, dripping with opulence. And in the background, you'll spot the elegant St. Thomas Episcopal Church and the iconic Fifth Avenue Presbyterian Church standing tall along Fifth Avenue. A photo from 1899 shows two women strolling beside a line of horse-drawn carriages near Madison Square. A woman gazes out at the Statue of Liberty from the deck of a ferry in the early 1900s. The statue, crafted and gifted by France, celebrates 100 years of American independence. In 1901, children were having a blast sledding in Central Park. The park's unique long and narrow design came from an exciting competition in 1858, where the talented duo of Frederick Law Olmsted, a Connecticut-born landscape architect, and British-American architect Calvert Vaux emerged victorious. Back in 1911, this was Times Square lit up with neon lights, an iconic snapshot from over a century ago. In 1915, a group of women led the Manhattan delegation in the Women's Suffrage Parade, a political organization based in New York City. In 1921, Deputy Police Commissioner John A. Leach Wright watched in disbelief as two men poured their stash of booze straight down the drain after a major raid on illegal alcohol. It all began in 1920 when Congress threw down the gauntlet with the 18th Amendment, ushering in a wild 13-year dry spell that banned the production and sale of alcohol. But the party wasn't over. In 1933, the 21st Amendment rolled in like a hero, swooping in to repeal the 18th and bring back the good times. Cheers to freedom and the return of the toast. In 1923, the streets of Harlem buzzed with young women dancing the Charleston, bringing an electric vibe to New York City. While this lively dance had its roots before the Roaring Twenties, it truly exploded into the limelight when it graced the stage of the Broadway sensation Running Wild. 1925, step into the vibrant east side of New York, where the Roaring Twenties are in full swing. Peek closely, and you'll discover dazzling diamond shops, luxurious fur boutiques, and trendy luggage stores. Not to mention a flashy ad for a loan office right in the frame. It's a snapshot of an era where glamour and opportunity collide. In 1930, a sea of unemployed men queued up for bread and essentials, their faces reflecting the hard times of the Great Depression. Fast forward to 1932, and things were even grimmer. 1 in 3 New Yorkers found themselves without a job, while around 1.6 million people depended on government aid just to survive. Picture this, 1938, with a stunning aerial view of a bustling crowd celebrating New Year's Eve in Times Square. Since 1904, Americans have been gathering in this iconic spot to welcome the new year with cheers, confetti, and unforgettable moments. In 1940, a group of curious souls peer out from the Empire State Building, the crown jewel of New York City. Towering high above the streets, it reigned as the tallest building in the world until the 1970s, when the World Trade Center swooped in to claim the title. What a view it must have been. In 1947, a kid was waving an American flag from the crown of the Statue of Liberty, creating a picture-perfect moment. With 25 windows in the crown offering breathtaking views, you could see all the hustle and bustle of New York Harbor stretching out in every direction. In 1953, pedestrians weaved their way through the bustling traffic of New York City. In 1958, two fabulous models draped in luxurious fur coats, chic berets, and stylish waist-high skirts glided across Tudor City Bridge, turning heads during a glamorous Vogue photo shoot. In 1961, 3 pedestrians braved the snow and wind, clutching their umbrellas as they crossed the intersection on 148th Street in Harlem. This snowstorm hit in February 1961, with some areas reporting snow depths of up to 20 inches. In 1966, a helicopter touched down on the rooftop of the Pan Am building, now known as the MetLife building, designed by the German architect and Bauhaus founder, Walter Gropius. In 1967, the vibrant shops at the bustling corner of 7th Avenue and 42nd Street brought Times Square to life. Passengers on the subway in 1976, along with the iconic Lark cigarette ads. In 1978, New Yorkers packed onto the Brooklyn Bridge after a major blackout shut down the subway system. Pedestrians stroll past the entrance of the New York Stock Exchange on Wall Street. The 1980s were a decade defined by wealth, especially in New York City, a trend that continued until the stock market crashed in 1987. In 1999, a whopping crowd of 30,000 people sprinted across the Verrazano Narrows Bridge on Staten Island during the New York City Marathon. Fast forward to today, and it's now the largest marathon in the world, with a staggering 53,627 participants in 2019.